Hey everybody, it's me, Freedomless Gamer here, back with another video. And you might have seen a lot of people ranking their favorite Call of Duties, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. Please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and let's get started. So now, as you might be able to see on the left hand side, I am ranking my Call of Duties from amazing, great, good, okay, and not for me. Because in my opinion, there's no Call of Duty which is below okay. But now, the first Call of Duty we're going to be ranking is Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. This game was the first to bring in many features like the Prestige system, Creator class, and it was the first big multiplayer. So I'm putting it a great. It had a strong campaign, good multiplayer, but unfortunately there was no third mode. However, it innovated a lot and it was really good for its time, so that's why it gets great from me. Next up is Call of Duty World at War, which, once again, I'm gonna put a great. This game could have been amazing if it had a slightly better multiplayer. However, it was fairly limited, in my opinion, what it could have done, because World War II settings back then, you didn't have much to work with because of the last gen console's capabilities, which at that time for gaming were really good, but nowadays, it's not that good. And the campaign was arguably one of the best campaigns, especially the Russian side. I loved it. And it was also the first game of which included Nazi zombies. Now, Zombies there was more of a passion project. However, now because of its success, it definitely deserves a space on Great. I would say even more than Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And if the multiplayer was just that bit better, it would definitely go in amazing. Next up, Modern Warfare 2. And this is the first Call of Duty I'm gonna put at amazing. In my opinion, it had the best campaign of the entire Modern Warfare trilogy. Maybe Modern Warfare 4 can be a contender if that's the next Call of Duty, but that's not out yet, and who knows if it will succeed. I hope it does. But back to Modern Warfare 2. The campaign was amazing. The multiplayer was good. Um, some a lot would say it's the best Call of Duty ever. The third mode, um, Spec Ops, was all right. Could have been better. It's not on par with Treyarch Zombies, not even World at War Zombies. So Modern Warfare 2 definitely deserves amazing because of how memorable and fun it is. Whilst everything's overpowered, that means you can just use anything and any gun you like. For example, I'm a big fan of the AK. I can use it because pretty much every gun in that game is OP. So your favorite guns you can use, and they're one of the best guns in the game because literally every gun's the best. So it's just that much fun, and it just brings back a lot of nostalgia of the classic Xbox Live days. However, next up we have Black Ops 1 or Black Ops. Once again, I'm putting that with amazing. The campaign was amazing. The multiplayer was amazing. Zombies, in my opinion, this was the best Treyarch Zombies mode yet. Because you have maps like Kino der Toten, which are just amazing. In my opinion, there's literally no bad zombies map which came from Black Ops. And back to talking about the campaign, it, was definitely good. Like the storyline was extremely interesting. I honestly loved the campaign. I've played it through at least 4 times. So that really shows it's a good campaign. And the multiplayer, in my opinion, was the best multiplayer which came out so far. It's very close to Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer wise, but I'd give Black Ops just that slight edge. So it also definitely deserves to be an amazing. Next up, we have Modern Warfare 3. Now, Modern Warfare 3, I will put it great. The campaign was really good. I'd say that it was the one in the middle. I'd say Modern Warfare probably had. I don't know. I'm always going back and forth between myself if Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare 3 had the better campaign. But Modern Warfare 3, a lot of games suffer from not having a good ending, but Modern Warfare 3's ending was a good one. It was a good end to the beloved trilogy. And multiplayer was also good. Specialist perks were good. Um, and then the survival game mode, I'd say it was alright. Maybe even good. Still not as good as zombies. I'd say still better than Spec Ops. So that's why I'm putting Modern Warfare 3 at great. If the multiplayer and campaign and the and the third mode, survival, would have all been a little bit better, it definitely would have been in amazing. Because when you're talking about World of War, I'm talking about like the campaign needs to be better, but in Modern Warfare 3, all three game modes need to be a little bit better in my opinion. Next up, Black Ops 2. And I myself would say that Black Ops 2 is probably the best Call of Duty which has come out. In my opinion, it had one of the best campaigns, one of the best probably it's the multiplayer is definitely in the top three. The zombies, whilst the core maps like Transit weren't that good, the other ones probably made up for it. Yeah, the other ones definitely made up for it. And Black Ops 2's multiplayer is definitely its strongest point. It's by far the not by far, but it's definitely the best Call of Duty multiplayer for me. And if I were to pick a favorite Call of Duty, I'd say I'll probably go for Black Ops 2 because it's got that nostalgia feeling while it's also being a really good game. It still lives up to modern standards. Unfortunately, the lobbies are now kind of messed up due to hackers and stuff. But hey, that's not going to bring it down. Alright, next up is Call of Duty Ghosts. In Call of Duty Ghosts, I would rank as not for me. I own the game. Admittedly, I bought every game from Ghosts and below later on, so I've never played their prime. And Ghosts, even if now it was in its prime, I'm not a big fan. The campaign was good. It was definitely above average. Maybe I'd say it's good. Multiplayer, in my opinion, some of the maps were just too big. And in my opinion, there weren't many memorable weapons. Don't quote me on that, and a lot of people have a different opinion. But in my opinion, Ghost didn't hit the mark with the weapons, which always when I think about Ghosts, no one big weapon comes into my mind. Because when you think about the Modern Warfare and Black Ops, you always think about stuff like the AK, M16, and more in Black Ops, like many other weapons. But Ghosts, it just doesn't have that for me. It's probably because I didn't play it that much. Extinction, I'd say it's probably the best thing we have to Treyarch zombies. It's a Extinction, from what I've seen, is quite underrated. However, Call of Duty Ghosts, not for me. Just the multiplayer is a big push factor. Alright, next up will shock a lot of people, and that's Advanced Warfare. Now, I'm not putting it in not for me. I'm not putting it in okay. I'm not putting it in good. I'm putting it in great. I would say Advanced Warfare was my best Call of Duty. Well, my first Call of Duty. So I always hold it in high regard, and I have a lot of nostalgia when it comes to Advanced Warfare. And this is my list. It's just my opinion. Like it's not facts. It's pure opinion. And Advanced Warfare, the campaign was really good, which a lot of people know. In my opinion, the multiplayer itself was also underrated. It definitely had some memorable weapons. I'd say maybe not for the best reasons, because the BAL 27 and ASM1 were definitely overpowered. But every single Call of Duty has that one overpowered weapon. Like World at War, the MP40 comes to mind. Modern Warfare, the M16 comes to mind. Modern Warfare 2 mainly it's the ACR which comes to mind. Black Ops, I'd say the Commando, Black Ops 2, AN94. Call of Call of Duty Ghosts doesn't have one, but Advanced Warfare, if more people played it, I'd say the weapons would be more remembered. And the multiplayer itself was really, really well executed. Actually liked the Exo jump system more than the Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare one, which a lot of people might argue with. After all, Black Ops 3 is the most liked of the Exo Zombies games in general. However, Advanced Warfare, also with its Exo Zombies mode, the Exo Zombies mode was quite. I'd say it was the best Zombies mode, which isn't a Treyarch mode. And that doesn't count the other third modes, only Zombies. It probably has the best non-Treyarch Zombies mode. And next up, we have Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And I want to put it in great, and I want to put it in good at the same time. However, I think I'm going to put it in good. The campaign was horrendous in my opinion. It was just extremely lackluster. Zombies was good. However, really, I only liked the Rising Drug and the Shadows of Evil. I wasn't a big fan of the other maps. They were, in my opinion, the other maps were all decent. Multiplayer is definitely carrying it here. The multiplayer is really good. I almost want to put it great. I liked the weapons. I liked the maps. I liked almost everything in it. Um, Specialists at that time were also good. The exo jumping was something new. Um, just like Advanced Warfare and Modern Warfare, they were all innovative. They all innovated a lot. But next up, I'm just gonna go Infinite Warfare. It's okay in my opinion. Definitely underrated. The campaign was okay. It was okay at best for me. Multiplayer was above average. Zombies, not that good. Not for me. And talking about the campaign, I just got frustrated when Solta kept on giving you commands when you're technically the same rank, if not you're higher. And Zombies, I just did not like the theme of it. The only rememberable map was the first one, which I even forgot the name of. Multiplayer, I liked it. The multiplayer was fun, at least. Whilst it might not be as fun as the other ones, it was fun. And I prefer Infinite Warfare over Ghost, for sure. However, next up is Call of Duty World War II. Now, Call of Duty World War II, once again, is in between good and great, just like Black Ops 3. However, just like Black Ops 3, I'm gonna have to put it good. Because the game had a lot of flaws. And zombies, it's probably the worst zombies mode in my opinion. Single player, it was good. The campaign was good. Multiplayer, it's all in my opinion, it was very fun at first. And I played this game back in December. Like I got prestige in 1 week, and after that the game just got a bit boring. Unlike Black Ops 4, which I'm prestige 7 and pretty much prestige 8 right now. I just didn't really want to stop going, but in World War 2 after prestige 1, like level 30, I just didn't want to go anymore. I think obviously you're always going to have a bit of limitations when it comes to World War 2 because you can't be too wacky with it. You can't be too innovative with it. World at War, in my opinion, is what a World War 2 game should be like. And COD World War 2, however, the campaign was really good. Multiplayer was iffy. It was a bit hit or miss in my opinion. I liked it, and if I went back to play it right now, I would. Zombies is just bringing it down. If Zombies was better, it could be in great, and if it didn't have all those bugs when it launched, it definitely would have been great. However, next up, we have Black Ops 4, which, just like Black Ops 3 and World War 2, I'm debating on where to put it. I want to put it great, I want to put it good. I really don't know where I want to put it, but I think I'm gonna put it a great. However, I'm gonna put it at. I'm gonna put it in between good and great. Like literally just gonna make a new row right there, and I will put both of these in it. But Black Ops 4 is just really weird for me. It's good. It's just I really don't know. I- It's either good or great. Battle Royale is definitely good. However, I would have preferred a campaign. If there was a campaign, it would be great for sure. Zombies, okay, I'd say Zombies is one of the better multiplayer third mode experiences we've had, and I might put all three of these here. However, I'm gonna keep Black Ops 4 as the only one in this category because multiplayer, in my opinion, is actually amazing. However, this column, I think it has to go. It definitely has to go. So Black Ops 4, I'm gonna have to put a good. In my opinion, it will go up to a great eventually. I'm sure Treyarch has it in them to make it even better. Just there's a few bugs, not that many weapons. If it was better with the weapons, the kill streaks, I definitely would have put it great. And if it had the campaign, which was decent at least, I would put it great. And you might be saying that the Specialist HQ is a bit of a campaign, but nah, I'm not letting that. I want at least a 6 hour experience of the campaign alone, telling a story which makes sense, unlike Black Ops 3's story, which made no sense whatsoever. However, this is my Call of Duty's ranked right here, and I'm gonna quickly summarize. Ghosts, not for me. Too big maps, not too memorable weapons in multiplayer. Infinite Warfare, okay, extremely hit or miss. Campaign, below average maybe, okay at best. Multiplayer, definitely the thing carrying it. Zombies, not for me. Black Ops 3, oh, lackluster campaign, very good multiplayer, good zombies like the Giant, Shadows of Evil, and the Rysandra were all good. World War 2, good, really good campaign, good multiplayer, a bit iffy at times, not too much replay value in my opinion for multiplayer. That's definitely gonna differ with some people who are die-hard fans of World War II. I was a die-hard fan at the beginning, but it just lost me. Black Ops 4, well, no campaign. Got a battle royale. It's good. Campaign would have been better than a battle royale if it at least followed the Black Ops line. That's all they had to do. I think Treyarch was just scared. Multiplayer, really good. Uh, for me, just for some reason, there's a lot of replay value, and this is my list. It's all my opinion. Zombies, I'd say it's okay, above average, maybe good. Definitely the custom matchmaking in Zombies. Great. Modern Warfare, very innovative. Definitely a strong campaign. I'd say above good. It had a good multiplayer, unfortunately no third mode, but it innovated a lot, which gave it great. If it maybe had a third mode, even like survival, it would probably be an amazing. World at War, all it needed was a slightly better multiplayer because the campaign is arguably one of the best for me. It's in between. Well, I'd say World at War's campaign is my favorite campaign, especially the Russian side. Multiplayer, it could have been better. It wasn't bad. It could have been better. If it was slightly better, it would have been an amazing. And it was the first ever Nazi zombies, which definitely gives it a lot of innovation as well, just like Modern Warfare. Next up in good, great Modern Warfare 3, it's definitely a good Call of Duty. good campaign, good multiplayer, good third mode. If they were all just slightly better, and I mean just slightly better, it would be an amazing for me. And maybe I would even put it amazing, but it's just great for me. Advanced Warfare, my first ever Call of Duty, so might be a bit biased, very nostalgic for me, myself. I think maybe we had just a little bit too big of an expectation from it. Um, maybe it suffered a bit from an identity crisis, I don't know. But good campaign, good multiplayer, good zombies. Maybe if the zombies you didn't have to pay for, it would be amazing. Modern Warfare 2, amazing, really good campaign, one of the best, definitely in the top three of campaigns. I would say World at War, Black Ops 2, and Modern Warfare 2 campaigns are all of the best campaigns. And I would say that the third mode was okay, but it definitely deserves amazing. It was just some of the most fun and best fun you'll ever get. Black Ops, really good campaign, really good multiplayer, really good zombies. There's really nothing else to say. It was just amazing all round. And next up, Black Ops 2, really good campaign, really good multiplayer. One of the best. I'd say it's probably one of the best multiplayers. Maybe, yeah, I think I'd say the best multiplayer. Zombies, some of the other maps made up for the launch maps. So that's why for me it's amazing. Now let me know right now in the comments below what you thought of this list, what your own list would be. Please like, subscribe, and hit notifications. This is gonna end up being a bit long because of how much I've rambled on for. However, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.